welcome. We've got Will Dillingham here from Inertial Labs. I'm John MacArthur. I'm the Chief Revenue Officer here at Whisper Systems. And this is a really exciting day, one that we've been waiting on for a long time. We've got the SkyScout 2 Plus and the new Teledyne EchoONE. So, Will, tell us a little bit just about Inertial Labs.
Yeah, so Inertial Labs, we started doing mostly government-related work, SBIR, BAA contracting, early 2000s, and got very, very good with time stamping, MEMS-based orientation, navigation, sensors and systems, and really around 2019 we kind of evolved into the remote sensing payload space, and that's when Recipe was born, remote sensing payload instrument, and it's been a long 6-7 years kind of evolving that product. And I stepped in 2019 to take over kind of managing that product line, the developments, and Inertial Labs, now part of VIAVI, has really kind of backed us and come alongside of us to really resource and equip, and we're super excited about this partnership with Teledyne for the Echo, and even more so what it means is kind of a complete package with Whisper, with the SkyScout system. Yeah.
Awesome. So Whisper, we rolled out of a startup accelerator in 2017 out of Mississippi State, and we launched in the RF space doing tower scans, RFI scans, and things like that. And then we've evolved into the more mainstream markets of surveying, mapping, inspection, and have been able to launch new products like the SkyScout and the SkyScout 2. Yep. Which are first of its kind asset classes, so it's a small drone but still has interchangeable payloads. So the big focus of how we like to work is we elevate ourselves through our partnerships. And I don't think that we have a partner that we're as strong with as we are with you guys. I mean, we've been working with you since before I got here 4 years ago, so I think the relationship goes back at least 5 years. And so it's been really neat to watch how we go about things, how you go about things. And I believe that we think about it the same, and that's why we're able to bring this combined solution to the market. I tell people all the time, it's a real cheesy line, but we're Whisper Systems, not Whisper Drones. We don't want to just carry the payload and say, hey, customer, go figure it out. We want to collaborate with the payload provider as tightly as we can in order to provide that full turnkey solution to the end user. Yeah,
and I mean, it's necessary nowadays. The competition, especially internationally, ramped up pretty aggressively, and you know, we've all got some work to do to make sure that we're staying competitive, and coming alongside of partnerships, as you mentioned, is really the only way, and it's necessary to make sure that we're bringing the right products as complete bundles and complete systems to customers. There's things that we understand a little bit better on the payload side and the navigation side, the algorithm side on time stamping, and you know, making sure that navigation solution is as accurate as possible. And we don't know everything as it pertains to, you know, drone kinematics. That's where you know, we need to be working together to make sure, as an industry, we're all kind of elevating the standard and bringing the right products to customers.
So can you tell us a little bit more about the Teledyne EchoONE and where that fits in the market, how it compares against, you know, similar sensors, and all that?
Well, our kind of bread and butter, you know, as you guys also is to make sure that we're bringing in a solution that's not just technically addressing needs, but making sure that it's able to be procured and be a solution at scale for various, you know, enterprise customers or individuals that need it. I think this space has been dominated by very expensive solutions for a long time, which make it really difficult for, you know, smaller operations to scale quickly. And that's where we've kind of, you know, brought in a product that, again, technically with, you know, 8 returns, millimeter level precision, a nice wide field of view, multiple scan angles vertically to be able to capture underneath foliage. Those are the technical things that it addresses, but there have been other solutions out there that have been doing that for a while. We've taken those types of systems, dropped down the weight by half, and dropped down the price by about half as well. And that's because we don't want people to overpay for what needs to be driven as a kind of adopted solution. We want to see the entire market be elevated. So this has kind of been our answer to that. And again, it comes in a nice, pretty half the size, half the weight, half the cost package, powered by the same inertial navigation system from Inertial Labs that people have come to love with our recipe products over the years. Tactical grade IMU that's been temperature calibrated, -40 all the way up to 60 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's really important as you're flying in lots of different scenarios. The U.S. has a huge landscape coverage. It's not just mountains. You got deserts. You got super cold, especially coming up this weekend. We've got a crazy snowstorm, and this is going to be a type of product that, regardless of the environment, people are going to be able to fly, capture their data, monitor it reliably through all different kinds of seasons, especially foliage being on the trees, off the trees. With 8 returns, they're going to be able to see a lot of different things. But again, just like you guys, have made sure that you're attacking all facets of the product. We're not just trying to solve, the technical solutions. It's making sure that the workflow is easy to use. The price isn't cumbersome, especially for early adopters. We want to make sure that we have a complete package that anybody can kind of pick up, get trained on, and use effectively to kind of scale along their business. That's kind of been the big MO, which I think, again, you guys have been a great partner for that exact reason.
Yeah, we think about it the same way. So, from a price point and hardware standpoint, it's hard to have better hardware than you have inside of the EchoONE.
Absolutely.
Correct? Like
Yep. Absolutely.
Competing
without a doubt. Yeah.
laser for laser,
Regals. Yep.
$200,000 sensor, and it's coming in at roughly $60,000, which is pretty incredible. So, we feel kind of the same on our end. We have the best hardware on our drone, but we are, I think, the lowest priced blue listed drone that carries payloads. So it's nice to be able to partner with somebody who thinks about, hey, how can I get the best product out without having to charge this wild premium for it? And,
Exactly.
We want as many of these type systems out in the hands of our customers as possible.
So one of the conversations we're commonly having with customers is, how well does the payload interact with the drone to payload? Like, how seamless is that tight knit integration to kind of cover my bases with the different types of calibrations or what have you with the system? And I know you guys have gone through some extensive lengths, so maybe we can touch on that just.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So this goes right back to we're Whisper systems, not Whisper drones. So how easy can we make start to finish? Taking the drone out of the box, attaching the payload, planning the mission with LiDAR, obviously doing the calibrations, and then all the way through the mission planning and the whole data capture process. So battery hot swaps, all this stuff. So we think a lot of issues can be solved with software. One of the first things you do when you plan a mission with Whisper is you choose your payload, and that will automatically start presetting different parameters later in the mission planning process based on that specific payload.
That's perfect.
Based off of the field of view, so it's going to throw your laps up based off the FOV of the sensor that you have. It's going to set an altitude, ideal speed, all these different things that are specific to each sensor that we have. So it starts there. And then once you pick a recipe payload, whichever one you have, once you get into the mission planning, the figure 8 calibration pattern is one of the first things that you plan. And then that way your entire mission is automated, and you just hit the slider and it goes, flies its figure 8 and takes off. And so that just takes any stress off of the pilot's hands.
Totally.
and they can just pay attention to make sure everything's going well, ready for battery hot swaps and all that.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And one of the big things you kind of mentioned or alluded to is part of like the compliance that is now more
Huge.
relevant than ever across the board. So one of the neat things when I'm talking to customers about Inertial Labs, I like to tell your origin story too about how you guys are, a defense focused mainly on the IMU side, guided munitions. So you're making an American-made, really high-quality, tackle-grade IMU, as they'll refer to it. And since you're already doing that at scale, you can, you have an economies of scale there that will put this really high-end IMU inside of your LiDAR unit.
The qualifications for that are aggressive compared to some of the commercial space. Hardened IMU. They shock those things, they hit those things, and you really need to make sure, over temperature range for various kinds of weather conditions. And that's just on like the purely, I don't want to say technical, but more technical side. Then there's also the compliance standpoint for like where you're getting and sourcing and developing all of your various components. And that's kind of like the new, compliance space that we've all been brought into. And making sure that the entire system is something that can be trusted, not just for performance on a technical level, which we're already doing very well with, and now we've got to focus on kind of a different space, and that's knowing all your suppliers and where all these different components come from, and where you're writing your software and firmware, and how does that all come together. And this is an answer for that. That exact issue.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we went about designing the SkyScout 2 Plus with that same thing in mind. We knew compliance was coming. Obviously, the green list and blue list has kind of been laid out for a while, but we knew that increasingly state regulations and other federal agencies were going to come down that same path sooner rather than later. And so we started developing our own hand controller from a compliance standpoint, a couple years ago, I think. I mean, hand controllers aren't easy. So it took us a while to find the right partners for that, and then build the fully compliant system. So everything's kind of timed up perfect with what's happened with the federal highways in December of 2025. That letter came out saying, if you're even a contractor on a federal highway project, your whole system needs to be NDA compliant, like basically the next day. And then, the next week, the FCC came out with a pretty broad stroke saying, any component that's not made in the United States now is going to be considered a component if you already have the FCC license for product. So compliance is more relevant now than it's ever been. And luckily, we got the SkyScout 2 Plus right out before there, and EchoONE is coming out right behind. So we've got a fully NDA compliant system here that has the highest engineering grade laser at this price point ever seen.
What's going on, guys? My name is Will Dillingham. I'm the Senior Manager of Product Marketing with Inertial Labs, and Recipe has been one of the frontline products with the Inertial Labs team now for about 7 years, and the partnership with Whisper has continued to mature with a ton of different fruit, and we're super excited to be showcasing the collaborative solution with the SkyScout 2. The Teledyne EchoONE is the latest and greatest remote sensing payload from Inertial Labs, from the Recipe team. And with this comes the same workflow that you guys have grown comfortable with and have enjoyed, with all the one-click processing and a very easy automated starting and workflows and settings. But we've also made sure to throw in some of the things that you guys have been asking and looking for in a LiDAR solution in the market. This is the lowest entry-level, not even entry-level, the lowest survey grade true survey grade LiDAR that you can find on the market, that comes with all kinds of compliances spanning from NDAA to REACH, RoHS, and multiple things along the way. It comes with IP65 certified, so if you're flying and need to come back and return when the rain picks up, you can be confident that your data is going to be secure and protected. Then also on the technical level, we have embedded our tactical grade inertial measurement unit inside with a 1 degree per hour in-run biostability gyro. That's going to give you very tight attitude estimation that's your heading, pitch, and roll during your survey missions. And this is really critical to be able to make sure that we're getting the best out of this Teledyne LiDAR that we can possibly get. With a millimeter level 1535 nanometer type of LiDAR, we really want to make sure that there's a high quality INS inside that's capable of maximizing the full range and accuracy of what this LiDAR has to offer. Alongside of just the INS is just the LiDAR accuracy itself. And then you also have eight different returns from this type of LiDAR solution. It's going to give full visibility underneath canopy, both in leaf on and leaf off conditions. All coming in a form factor that's half the size and half the weight, 1.6 kilos in comparison to many other solutions on the market that are well above 2. That means longer flight time on the drone, fewer breaks, fewer battery swaps, and an ability to finish up your job that much faster. Other things that we've really enjoyed about this system is some of the additional real-time capabilities that are opened up in this type of solution. Our second generation payload, the Recipe Gen 2, has a lot of real-time interfacings with the drone. By the time you land with this payload, you actually have a fully undecimated point cloud made from the RTK trajectory that is computed in real time on this payload. So before you even leave the job site, you have the ability to do QA, QC of a completely undecimated point cloud that you just captured on that job site. So you can make sure that you've seen everything, you've captured everything, and then go home and post-process to get further accuracy and precision. But this also means a tighter collaboration even with Whisper to make sure that the various workflows from capturing, from starting and stopping are that much easier to take advantage of when you're out in the field. The last thing you want to do is try to remember, very aggressive, nuanced, step-by-step procedure. You want to make sure that you're able to do as minimal steps as possible to make sure that you're capturing, collecting, and logging everything safely and correctly for a successful real-time and post-process mission. But these are some of the things that we're most excited about right now, and there's going to be many more updates to come, so stay tuned for that.